Hi friends, my today's topic is a small introduction about the life and works of Jane Austen. This should be included in our exams in any competitive sections. It is necessary that we should know at least this detail before we go into the details of any of her novels. So let us start. Jane Austen was born on December 16, 1775. Her father, Reverend George Austen, came of a Kentish family. Jane was born at Stevenson. Later, the family shifted to Bath and then to Chawton. Jane and her sister, Cassandra, remained a lifelong companions. They also loved their brother Henry very much so, who was very fond of Jane in particular and took a special interest in publication of her novels. Jane belonged to a conservative, happy, and lively upper class family. The members had a great love, affection, and regard for each other. Jane and her sister were sent to the Abbey School, but she got the real education at home under the guidance of her father. As a young girl, Jane was a voracious reader. Her favorite authors were Dr. Johnson, Goldsmith, Fielding, Fanny Burney, and Scott. Although Romanticism was now becoming the range as Wordsworth, Coleridge, and Southey were her companions, yet she preferred to align herself with the classical writers of the 18th century. In fiction, Gothic novels were very popular in those days, but Jane satirized them, and this was one of the reasons for her being ignored by the people of her own age. It seemed it seems a bit surprising that when she herself remained a spinster, she wrote a length about love and marriage. As a matter of fact, the women in her period, particularly the girls of upper middle class family, had nothing to do except participating in dinners, parties, and bells, and in involving and marrying. And Jane depicted the realistic life of her period as she saw it. It is, however, said that Jane had a romance in her life. Unfortunately, her lover, whose name is not known, died before he could propose to her. Later, a close friend, Harris Big Wither by name, proposed to her. She accepted the proposal, but she broke off the engagement the very next morning, saying that she actually did not love the gentleman. It is stated that someone among her contemporaries called her the prettiest, silliest, most affected husband hunting butterfly. This line is very important because it is a quotes which is much popular among her. So I will read it once more. Prettiest, silliest, most affected husband hunting butterfly. There is nothing on record to show that she met any of the literary celebrities of her period. She just remained aloof and sidelined. But then she wrote for the pleasure of writing, that is, neither for money nor fame. She died of consumptions at the early age of 41 in 1817. So this is a small introduction about the great writer. So before going into details, let us keep in mind these very important things. So thanks for watching.